Okay, so now that you have an understanding for many of the different areas that individuals with FASD may be struggling, it's also really, really important to understand that individuals with FASD have many different strengths also. And we need to recognize those strengths, figure out what it is that they're really good at, and really try to utilize those and match their job duties to what their areas of strengths are. So if you see that they're really good at a certain task and there's another task that they're not so great at, then maybe we can just make sure they do more of the first one, and maybe someone else, you just switch the way kind of the job works. If they're amazing at something that's normally shared with someone else, then you can just switch it so that they're doing only that and someone else does the other part, right? So we also notice often that, kind of in general, people with FASD can be very hardworking, very persistent, like they will keep trying. And there's lots of reasons for that. Kind of having a lifetime of, not always being able to do everything makes it so that when they find something they can do, they keep on doing it, right? They're often really friendly, so they can be easy to get along with and often very eager to please. So if they're connected to you and really wanting to impress you, then they are going to do as much as they can to show you that they want to impress you. So it's very, very important to make sure you have a good connection with them, develop a good relationship with them, because that's going to make it so that they want to show you how good they are at things. If you're constantly upset with them, frustrated with them, then they might not want to connect with you, and then they might not see any point in pleasing you. So because that goes back to, if they can't see into the future and where their actions lead, if they feel like you don't like them, they might not try to please you as much and not realize that that could affect their employment down the road, right? And so it just works so much better if you can connect with them on a positive note and notice their strengths, and then they're really going to want to keep showing you all that goodness. Often people with FASD are really honest. They will tell you everything. They often don't have a filter. And so sometimes they will get a bad rap for maybe being a liar, but that's actually memory deficit. So usually if they're telling you a story that isn't true, it could be that they've forgotten pieces and their brain is just adding in what makes sense. So we have to understand that they're honest when they can be, when their memory allows for it. Okay. And so if they have a memory deficit, they might not be the best at going back and telling you all of the things that happened. So we kind of need to understand that, but they often are very honest and will tell you really anything you ask. They're often really good with younger children and good with animals. They're very caring and kind. And a lot of individuals with FASD, not all, but a lot we see, have very creative, artistic, and musical talents. So that's important to know, that those parts of the brain seem to kind of not be affected as often. And so we can really utilize that as areas of strength. So I hope that all of this information was helpful, and I hope that it will make you understand each person better, to be able to work with them better. Thanks. Okay.